My name is Natalie, and I am from Move Wellness. I am excited to be here with you today. I have a few seated stretches for us to do if you have a 10-minute break at any point throughout your day. All you will need is a stool or a chair, and with or without arms is fine for today's class. Please listen to your body and do not do anything that hurts. Let's get started with just a few shoulder circles rolling back. So inhale and exhale. Just breathing through, taking a moment to mobilize those shoulders and opening up that chest. Let's take a few more like this, circling back. And two more. And last one. Then let's just bring your fingertips up to your shoulders, and we'll take those elbows up and around. Inhale and exhale. And we're just moving and breathing, allowing that chest to open. And we'll take four more like this. And last two. And last one. Then we'll take our full arm circle, inhale and exhale around. And please listen to your shoulders here. Sometimes a really big range of motion might not feel the best, so you can just make it a little smaller. Really just whatever feels best for your body. We'll take four more. And last time. Very nice. Then let's take a side stretch. So let's reach one arm up to the ceiling and then reach it over to the side and bring it up and down. Other side. And the other arm can either be reaching down to the floor. It can be resting on your arm of your chair, or you can even have your hand on your thigh for a little bit of support. Inhale and exhale. And reach. And let's do this one more time, just like that to each side. And one more. Inhale and exhale. Then we're going to add a little rotation to this. So either placing your hand on your thigh or on the arm of your chair. Bring that arm up. Inhale. Exhale, reach over. You're going to rotate so both hands are either on your thigh or on the arm of your chair. And let's just take a couple deep breaths like this. Feeling your back expanding. One more time. And then let's rotate back to the side and come all the way up. Let's do that on the other side. Bring it up. And reach it over and then rotate down. Inhale and exhale here. Allowing the back to really spread out. And you can be as rounded as it feels comfortable here, whether you're a little higher or really reaching that spine. One more time. Then we'll come back to our side bend and come all the way up. Let's do that one more time on each side. Inhale. And exhale, reach, and then rotating down, breathing nice and deep. And your hands can either be resting down or you can even press into your thigh or again into that arm of your chair and get a little extra rotation if that feels good for your body. One more deep breath, shoulders are reaching down. And we'll find our side bend and come all the way up. Last time to the other side. Rotating down. And again, on this one, you can add that little press if that feels good to you. One more deep breath. And then let's find your side bend and come all the way up. Next, we're going to stretch out our hamstrings a little. So I always like to kind of shift a little forward to the edge of my seat so I can extend one leg out in front of me. My hands are going to either come to my hips or they can be resting on your thighs. And we're going to take a little hinge forward. And then we'll bring it back up. And I'm going to go ahead and turn to the side just so you can see what my legs are doing here. I've got one leg extended And I'm hinging forward. So I'm keeping my spine nice and straight, or just as straight as I can, thinking of my tailbone going back behind me, because that's really going to lengthen the back chain of that leg. We'll just do this one more time, and flexing that foot down there will also increase the stretch. And bring it up, and let's go ahead and do the other side. Extending that leg, hands either on your hips or down on your thighs, and taking that hinge. And bring it up. And again, hinging forward, flexing that foot, reaching that tailbone behind you. 2 more times here, hinging forward. And bring it up. 1 more time. And bring it up. Then we're going to go into a figure 4 stretch. So we're going to take one of our ankles and cross it over our knee. And it's going to be a very similar hinge to what we just did with our hamstring stretch with our leg out in front. You're going to take your spine and hinge forward and bring it back up. And again, I'm going to really quick flip over to the side here so you can see that my back is staying nice and straight. And if you get enough stretch just sitting upright, that is totally fine. By no means do you actually have to take this hinge. But if you're looking for more of a stretch, that hand can gently press that knee down, gently, as you take that hinge forward. And we'll take this 2 more times. Hinging down, making sure that we're keeping our eyes slightly lifted out in front of us, so our head stays in line with our spine as well. 1 more time. Good. And before we switch to the other side here, we're just going to take a couple ankle circles. So you can kind of stabilize your leg right where it is with your hands and just circle that ankle a couple times. Taking it as slow as you need to really feel all points of that circle. Then let's reverse. Very nice. And let's go ahead and set that leg down. And we'll start with our figure 4 stretch on the other side, crossing that ankle over, starting nice and tall through that spine. And then we'll take our hinge forward. And we'll bring it back up. And again, spine stays nice and long. And you might notice that one side is a little tighter than the other. This side for me is always a little tighter, so I can't hinge quite as far. And that's just a good thing to notice. There's nothing wrong with that. And we'll take this 2 more times, hinging forward, growing nice and tall through those ears, trying to release any tension through those shoulders. Nice deep breaths here. And then let's bring it up and keep that leg right where it is, and we'll just take a couple ankle circles here. Good. And then let's reverse. Very nice. And let's go ahead and set that leg back down. And then let's take our arms out into a nice wide W position here. And we're going to rotate our hands down and then up. And if you're noticing if your elbows are too high here and your shoulders are lifting, go ahead and drop them down. So those elbows are almost at an angle down to the floor instead of parallel, which is totally fine. Whatever feels best on your shoulders. Good. Abs are just slightly engaged so that we're nice and stable here. Let's do this 1 more time. Then we're going to do opposites. So just take one arm up and then switch. And you're going to feel probably a nice little stretch in your shoulder socket here as these arms are rotating around. Good. Let's take a few more. Breathing still. Last 2. And last 1. Then we're going to keep those elbows up, both hands up to the ceiling here. You're going to close your arms out or to the front here and then open to the side. And our spine is staying nice and straight. And close. And as those elbows open, we're not lifting that chest yet. I'm going to again turn to the side here. I'm staying nice and long through my spine. Close and open. One more. Good. Then we are going to add our extension here, but now that we've got our abs nice and engaged, you're only going to lift your chest in your upper back, not your low back, and then close. Let's take an inhale to open. And exhale to close. And you might feel this really nice stretch. Open through that chest. Eyes lift up. And close. This always feels great after you've been sitting at a desk or looking at one thing for a long period of time. Let's take this 4 more times. And last 2. One more time. And close. Very nice. You can drop those arms down. Give them a little shake if those shoulders are feeling a little tired. Thank you so much for joining me and joining us with Move Wellness on YouTube. If there are any other videos that you would like to see, we are happy to make more if you just leave a comment below. Or you can always email us at office@movewellness.com. Thank you so much and keep moving this week.